What's Chinludes? We're here with Kyle,
Woo!
and this is a new series called Sunday Map Update. So I've been working on this map with Kyle and 6 others. We've been working on a custom map which Kyle originally started with his Into Command series.
Indeed we did.
And we're all working on a custom map together. And I've been working on this as well as Kyle and a few others for... How long has it been? Like a month or 2 now?
I think the full group effort has been about a month-ish. Yeah, I'd say about that.
How long have you been... How long have you been working on it?
Not much longer.
Also, the series... Carl's doing his own series, like basically trying to learn command blocks, and he's using this map as an excuse to learn them. So I will link him down below if you want to go check it out. He's check it out from the very beginning. Working on it as a group effort, probably started from episode 3 of the Into Command. Or also link the playlist if you want to check it out down below. They're pretty short episodes if you want to check them out. Who's in it? So it's myself, Kyle. I'll link everyone down below as well. We've got Shadow, Knight1234, or the Zombies on the Bus. You guys have seen them. Pack Games, you've seen them as well, if you've been around. We've got Magic, who you would have seen if you've been around. We've got Tiffin from UHC Season 2. We've got Rapso, who was from Quick Place Blocks. We've got Golem, which you guys have never seen before. Well, Carl's guys have seen. And
Of course.
Have I gotten everyone?
Have you got another one?
No, did I get everyone?
You did indeed.
I got everyone! Yes, I'm good!
You did good!
So we've got 8 people total working on this map, and we're expecting this map to be done maybe 2.5 months, 3 months, I guess.
Part of me wants to get it finished by the end of the summer so I don't have to worry about it when I'm at college, but at the same time, I want to make sure it's all good. It's all good.
We're going to get the majority of it done by the end of summer.
Majority, vast majority.
And
hopefully.
what I'm doing is I'm working on the terraforming and the command blocks, not so much the building, also architecture and whatnot. Basically whatever I feel like. And then a lot of the guys are builders. Carl's doing a lot of the redstone dialogue. We'll show you the map very soon.
Indeed. They're just getting a nice view of the spawn chunks right now.
What is the series going to be? It's basically just going to be a Sunday map update, because I haven't been doing these and I want to update you guys on how the custom map's going and when you can expect it to be. And you can also learn some techniques if you want to build your own custom maps, because I'm working on 2 custom maps at the moment. Title, which is this is the only level, and Into Command, which we don't have a name for yet.
Nope.
Let's start with the build site 1, Forest.
Indeed.
So
yeah, this is all it is really at the minute.
So basically you start off in a certain area and then you arrive, once you press the button you arrive here.
Yep.
And over here you are basically told to run, and there's a wither skeleton behind you riding a spider, so a skeleton.
Would you like a demonstration?
Yeah, why not? Okay, yeah, this is how it's going to be. Basically that guy's going to chase you, except we're in creative mode so he doesn't. And then you run over here, some potion effects which Carl devised, which simulate knocking you out, and then you get teleported to the next area of the map. Why is there a bunny in here?
There's a bunny in here?
There was a bunny in here!
Yeah. This was an item frame, like... You know how item frames can detect the redstone signal? This is what this will be. It's just there's a bug right now where if an item frame is going over a chunk, it will duplicate into the millions, and this one here is one of those. So I had there was 2 million iron axes here at one point, and it just came up with the title thing that's here. And I was like, why did that come up? And I came over here, I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
There's a lot of bunnies here. Why are there so many bunnies here?
Probably selling some of them. This is as far as Carl got up to in his 2 episodes, and then in episode 3 a lot more progress was done.
That is true, that is true.
Oh, this is my private server, by the way, guys, if you guys are wondering. So you're teleported to this first village, and you arrive by the players here. This is eventually going to be designed for multiplayer. You arrive here, you have no idea what you're doing, you walk out, you start exploring the village. Really like the style which is going on, the granite, the andesite. We first designed it with the barn over here, and I built this in the time-lapse in episode 3.
Indeed.
Yeah,
It's
I
my
really
first
like
ever time lapse as well.
really like the style which is going on. And then there's a ladder up here as well, which
I don't think you can actually get to that.
You can
I've tried
get to
a
it.
lot.
Huh.
What? Oh, you have to press shift. Ah.
Originally, it was me, Magic, Rapso, Golem, and Kyle all working on this village. These really big trees were made with JL2579's custom tree generator, which utilizes squids and bats, and you can use it in vanilla in-game. All you have to do is like summon a squid with a certain name.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I really like the trees. They really create a good feel to this place. Although I do want to build some more trees and make them more medium-sized, make them handcrafted, and make them just tie the big trees and the small trees together, because there's no smooth transition.
So similar to this medium one you have over here near where I am.
Where are you?
Right next to the market.
Okay. So the plot advances and, well, I'll join you soon. Plot advances and you eventually find a guy over here called Farmer Joe. And
Yeah, it hasn't been reset, so he's saying the end dialogue right now.
yeah, so some dialogue appears. You guys won't see it because spoilers.
It's
Basically,
already been spoiled.
plot advances, you go places. The cool thing is, Carl's been utilizing this thing called the click event. So if we click the end, well, if we click something which isn't end, then basically some dialogue will appear. So not many people have utilized it too much. The click event when you click a tell raw.
Indeed.
How did
If
you
you
learn
want,
about
hang
it?
on. There you go. Do a bit of clicking.
There we go. So, hello stranger, haven't seen you around here before. And if I click it, yeah, it continues. This isn't timed.
Nope.
Basically, if I click it, the dialogue advances. And so
It's basically inspired by classic RPGs where like it was like press A to continue and then it would be the next set of dialogue. It's basically like that, really.
the cool thing is when you click it, it sets a redstone block. So it just, what it basically is doing is just creating new redstone blocks all the time.
Indeed.
And then
It's pretty simple when you think about it.
there's an event over here as well with these guys. We've been working on this place for a long time. You can probably tell actually.
The first village is so close to being done and it's beautiful.
Over here with the villagers, you get given some cash and you go purchase some food in the plot. And then what happens is some wolves appear.
Hang on! I know it's not reset. Let me go and reset it.
How long has this been going on? I'm not cutting this for you guys. This is just a
It's
Sunday.
been going on for a good amount of time. Okay, it should be reset now. So if we could easily just get some steak out of your inventory.
Steak. Got steak.
So I've got some steak. See, there we go.
No, not those damn poisoned wolves again.
This is a bug here. Needs to be fixed.
Basically, it's gonna summon some wolves, and hopefully they're not poison. Are they gonna be poison?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like it's meant to be like a plague.
So, like at the very beginning, your player's gonna. I think the player has to be in purple armor though. So at the very beginning, the player's gonna choose a class, and then that class is gonna be combat based and gonna kill these mobs.
Yep.
And then
There are
once-
fireworks going off above the walls, but the firework won't be going off as quick as they are here. Now, here we've made them go off after about 20 seconds, but in the actual map they will go off after about 2 minutes in case like the player can't find the wolves, and then they can't continue if they
We
don't
never
find them.
explained the custom map. The custom map is got to be exploration, and it's got to be an adventure map. It's got to
Yeah,
be
that.
exploring the map. It's going to be technically open world. Well, sort of open world. It's linear branching open world.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way of describing it, actually.
And it's going to be combat based as well. I mean, you can explore, but you're not going to be able to explore too far, or you're going to be teleported back to the back to set points.
Can't find the last wolf.
Oh well.
Hang on.
But yeah, we're designing this for multiplayer. You're going to be combat based. You're going to find some random loot, increase your like skills and whatnot, increase your combat, your armor, your swords. Eventually, you're going to fight like bosses. You're going to save villages from terrors. You're going to become a king. And the best part is with this into command is what's different is we're going to be able to make choices, major choices, which define your game. So if you watch one let's play, it's going to be they can choose like decision 1 and then it leads them off to a village to go destroy it, or you choose decision 2 and you're saving a village from invasion instead.
It's going to be pretty crazy stuff.
It's going to be completely different to a lot of different custom maps where it's only one choice. If you choose a choice, you're sticking to a choice, or even if you're given 2 choices, it's not going to advance you too different from the plot. Although these 2 different choices will eventually lead to the same outcome, what happens next, like what these boss battles happen, influenced definitely by your own choice.
Indeed.
Why
There's no point.
Why am I given a pick?
Those are the rewards that you get from Mayor Bergman from doing the wolf event.
Right, we're gonna have to make
Basically,
it so you can only break spawners with it.
Yeah, it says it on it.
Yeah, this map is going to be a lot like a Hypixel adventure map.
That is true.
Guess,
That is
although
true.
it's definitely going to have more emphasis on. It's going to have more emphasis on custom terrain generation. Well,
Yeah, mainly because you and your tree you love it.
it's also going to have more emphasis on the dialogue, on the plot, on advancing the player, on developing the player as a person, and it's also going to keep the player balanced and also different events.
As well as decisions.
With something like a Hypixel map, you keep whacking your sword until you get to the end, and then you whack the main bosses. Sometimes you'll do some trades to get some better skills, but with this map, we're hoping that there's going to be better dialogue, better plot. People are actually going to get into the story. People are going to understand the story, because a Hypixel map, one of them I played, you couldn't understand it too well. It was just basically a click. You were walking and the Hypixel map led you to where you were. This map is designed to make you think with choices, with people's dialogue, and also make you discover on your own the places, and it'll also allow you to explore without going too far.
Yeah, basically, like, when the towns are where the events and decisions will mainly be happening, like, as you can see on this path, there are, like, mob spawners. So it's basically, there's an element of challenge when you're actually traveling, and then in some, it's like, say in the first town where we just were, there's, like, a secret maze under one of the buildings. That's kind of meant to be a challenge. It's really disorientating. And then you get a reward out of it. Yeah, basically that. And then you can get extra secrets and Easter eggs if you look around hard enough, and yeah. There's plenty of Easter eggs to go around. There's literally so many.
We don't really want to spoil the plot for you guys just yet.
But if you are one of the people who do want to know what's going on, you can just look at my channel, because I've basically showed everything.
Not everything. So you come over here to a sage hut. Lots of cool things. Raps made the tower absolutely amazing. I'm in the process of making new trees for this place, because I crafted that one by hand, and a lot of these are going to be crafted by hand just to make them look a lot different, I guess, to the original trees. We want to give this custom map ambience to the map rather than relying on normal trees, because I don't believe that having normal trees creates the same ambience as something like custom terrain. So that's the major thing I'm working on, is terrain, and everyone else is working on building and whatnot.
Yes.
So you come over here, yada yada yada.
This should only activate when the build, when you've gone to build. I haven't reset this part either.
Over here,
None of it was reset.
Over here, this is a flashback area. You get blindness, and this looks like a ruined village. This one, all of this room was made by Kyle. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, there's room for improvement. There's room for improvement.
Yeah,
but
we'll improve it later, because we will also have to include dialogue as well. So we'll need the original dialogue to fit with the later dialogue.
True that.
And also, we need to work on the path towards the Sage Hut.
Yeah, it would probably be more involved with coarse dirt and stuff. Be more rugged.
Maybe like the remains of an original track.
Ooh, yes, good call. Already planning ahead, guys.
This is going to be the map for the area. So this is the first village where we just are, the Granite Village. There is a path over here to a second village, which we're currently working on as well. Over here, this is a plot advancement. This is third village, which is in mountains or swamp biome somewhere. Just a different biome.
Somewhere over there.
Sage Hut, we were just at King's Rock. That's the plot part. We don't need the Father's Hut because that's not a part of the story.
Yeah,
fourth
it
village,
used to be.
Fourth village, we don't technically need to build, but we might build it for maybe a side quest. Maybe. What do you think, Kyle?
I reckon it would add an element.
I'm sorry, this is just like out of the blue.
It shouldn't be critical to the story, but it's like something you could do if you want to.
If we have time, maybe. Well, if I have time, maybe. I can't ask the same for you guys.
Everything in the middle.
Mountainous Lair.
Mountainous.
That's the final boss fight, and this is Fifth Village or King City.
Crazy stuff.
We'll go to the next place over there.
Okay, that's right.
I want to go on my ocelot. Oh no, on my magic carpet. You guys might be wondering what the magic carpet is on the right.
This is the magic carpet.
It's a magic carpet.
Are you high enough?
Yeah, 100. Oh
You
god.
might hit some of the trees.
Never mind, don't do the magic carpet. Because the blocks keep unloading like ahead of time. I'm very happy it's working now though.
Yes, agreed. But yes, this path here is mainly, it has like random mob spawners on it. There is one that, I can't remember what you said on the live stream, but you definitely sounded like, oh dear god. It was like, there's a baby zombie spawner somewhere, and they have knockback high level. It's this one here. It's these ones here. So I remember I was live streaming, and then you were like, oh dear god.
Something I want to try with this path, which I haven't told you, Kyle, keep the mobs at an easy difficulty, so eventually when you come back here from the second village, you'll have all of this armor and these mobs will be a lot easier to take out. So it kind of progresses your player, kind of creates the sense that you are improving as a player. Because something that I've found with other games is as you increase in difficulty, so the other mobs, and it doesn't really make sense. Pokemon is a good example where at the very start you have level 5 Pokemon, but no, you could have, it could have been like a level 20 Pokemon area to begin with, but you're just very lucky that you had a level 5 or the game's developed around your progression.
That would make
it so some of these mobs are too hard to fight and you have to make the choice to like move on rather than take them out. So when
I think a lot of the mobs on this path are like, if you kill them, you do get you can get the armor that they have, and it is all right, and it just provides a lot more protection. So then it makes it more balanced if you do manage to kill them.
Yeah.
And then some of them are just generally annoying. So like
also really hard mobs along this path. Like if you had a level 20 Pokemon at the very beginning of your Pokemon game when you've only got level 5 Pokemon, you have to make that decision to run. But eventually one day you can come back and you can take on that level 20 Pokemon and you will beat it and you will feel a sense of achievement and a sense of progression that you've progressed from the very beginning to now where you can take on these Pokemon.
Indeed.
I want the kind of same thing with these mob spawners. Some of these mobs are too hard to fight and you have to make the decision to move on or you will die.
Like these guys over here, these guys are pretty brutal.
Sweet.
Indeed. They also have Fawn's 10 on their trousers.
Oh god.
It hurts. It hurts.
So you eventually walk into the second village where a lot of work I actually haven't seen has gone on.
Whoa!
Really well
Someone
done.
else has changed it. I haven't done some of this.
So
Ooh.
we recently added Hannah to the team and Shadow and Pack, and I think Shadow created some classes so you can choose Ranger, Mage, or Knight at the beginning. He's working on it, and Hannah's been building around here. I don't know what Pack's been doing. I think he's been working
Pack
around here as well.
Pack made that giant tower that's up here. It's got a parkour challenge and then there's a chest at the top.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
it's like it's an optional thing. I still haven't managed to do the parkour.
I think eventually we're going to have to ruin it a bit more because this village is supposed to be slightly more ruined.
Yeah, I said to Hannah in a Skype call that we're just gonna build it and then just TNT cannon.
Yeah, this village.
My best guess.
So the main bad guys in this custom map are going to be the purple guys. You're going to start off as a
Indeed.
purple guy, but you won't know that you were originally a bad guy, per se. And when you arrive at the second village, this village is going to be ruined. So we're building this village up, and then eventually we're going to make it a lot more damaged. Hey, how are you doing? This village is ruined, and you're going to have a villager saying, "Hey, how are you doing?"
It's not a villager.
Ah, what was it?
Come back and look in this house.
Oh, was it? Is that a rabbit?
It's Sammy the rabbit. It's Sammy the pervert rabbit.
Have you seen these signs over here?
I have indeed.
I
read them
wrote
out
these
at one point.
just to kind of put it in a bit more context what this is going to look like.
I'm gonna keep that village name, by the way.
Deliarth. Yeah, it's a really good
Sounds
name.
cool. You know the blood and decay. Blood could be like pieces of redstone. Ish, kind of.
It's just poetic language to describe what the village is supposed to be, rather than just say a ruined city. Because a ruined city could be anything. It could be a decaying city. Now it's the ruins of a once beautiful village. So it used to be beautiful, now it's destroyed.
Yeah.
And a hint of familiarity that you know but somehow feel connected to. I think that's really important because you were a purple guy, and then now the fact that you see purple guy destruction again, you don't recognize it because you lose your memory.
Indeed.
And
What if it was you who destroyed this village?
throughout the plot you keep regaining your memory, and a lot of this is to do with finding out who you want to be as a person. And the reason you turned from a purple guy, like bad guy, to a good guy was because you didn't agree with all of us, so you decided to desert the purple guys, the bad guys. And then this resulted in them like taking out your memory and all of this discovery.
You got knocked out.
Yeah, basically.
Gave you pretty bad amnesia.
So all of this pink wool originated. It originated in creating some areas to build some of these places. So I originally came along here. I removed all the trees, and I said this is going to be the shopping district. So tavern, shops, butcher, fishery, armory, etc. And over here, this is going to be this will be the residential area. So where all the villagers were going to live and whatnot. It's going to have more personal stuff like bushes and whatnot. This place is going to be a bit more clean and professional. And then over here, it's going to be docks, and this is going to be more like a wide river. I started off with this terrain. What I'm hoping is we make it look more like a terrain and have some boats. If a player tries to cross this river, eventually they're just going to be teleported back into the village.
So are we not going along with the collapsed huts over here?
We will have some collapsed huts, but if they wander too far, teleport back saying I do need to discover this village. Discover what happened to to this village.
If you leave the spruce biome, there's a plains biome right here. Just if you leave the spruce one that's like around here, it's probably a good bet.
Kind of destroys the ambience as well. We could
Yes.
create a side quest, really, if we really wanted to.
Just be like, do you want to go to the plains? Well, then, fine, whatever.
The one thing I
You
do,
can be special.
one thing I don't want to do is say no, you can't go here. I want to give the choice to the players. If they want to leave, they can, but they will be teleported back.
It's not much of a choice.
Instead of creating natural borders saying you can't climb this wall, sucks to be you. Give them the choice, but in reality, make sure that they can't leave.
It's like, yeah, you can
The
leave
freedom
because
of-
there's nothing stopping you can't leave.
The illusion of freedom of choice. Wow, I forgot to mention that all of our names are on this bedrock wall.
That's what I thought you were looking at earlier when you were naming everyone.
I wasn't. I was reciting off my memory.
Yeah, I was just looking there. I was like, that's not the order the names are in.
This is Shadow's classes. He's working on it. Over here we've got the wolf event. Kyle needs to work on it. I created the redstone right here. It's all like coloured as well, so you can tell which part is which. You're like, no, let's add it to my original. Let's add it to my original stuff.
Mine works.
Because
Mine
it
works.
doesn't work. It's buggy. Mine works. Yours doesn't.
The only time I tested yours, it didn't work.
It doesn't have the inputs in. It doesn't have the spread players and whatnot. Yeah, it does have the spread players. Oh, I broke something.
Man.
Never mind. I don't know what it was.
You can't use it now.
And over here, this is for... We're going to have some random dialogue for the villagers. So if you walk near the villagers... if you walk near the villagers, then they will say one of 16 randomly... Oh, one of a certain amount randomly selected lines.
The village is
I'm going to have
here
a
if you want.
sword on me, so I don't break any of these command blocks if I accidentally right-click, left-click. I know Sparks
Yeah.
have done some... has done that with one of his custom maps earlier.
Yeah, if you come down to this villager down here, he'll talk to you.
Oh, let me. He's not
'Cause
talking.
it's at P, just give it a second.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fantastic clothings! So purple. I bet the ladies flock to it like moths to a flame. You could probably hide several ladies in those clothes. They're so purple.
And this fetish, apparently.
Later, guys. 6 Sunday map update or the next video.
See ya.